Good morning, everyone. How are we? It's really a joyous occasion seeing everyone smiling. And so, bear with me as I sort of go through the prepared remarks. I'm not sure if we're following protocol here, but just in case, we will say all protocols observed, because some of this is being captured for the record. But look, today it is a historic day. I think not just for Dot Com, but I think for what is possible in the Zambian capital markets. I know for me personally, and I think you've heard it from some of the people associated with Dot Com, that this has been 19 years in the making. I began as a small e-commerce company helping people shop online, and now we're transforming to a company that is building technology solutions that everyday Zambians will interact with. And this is really a vision it's been a vision in the making, and today is really a milestone, I think, on that journey. So I've been talking about this IPO as a journey, and this is the end of what has been a very long chapter. I think the chairman talked about losing hair. I mean, look at all the gray that I have. And now here we are, about to ring the bell, the first SME to list on the Lusaka Securities Alternative Exchange market. I think everyone involved in that needs to give themselves a round. And what makes it special for me is how we got here. We had limited time. I mean, think about this. We did a roadshow in 6 days. That is almost unheard of in the industry. We had an application window that was 9 days long. And what happened? We turned directly to the Zambian people. And that's because, the amount of money we were raising was modest. We had to bypass traditional structures, and the Zambians showed up in full force. Over 530 of them, 95% of them Zambian, 114% oversubscribed. So this was a fully retail-driven IPO completed by everyday citizens who chose to back a local technology company they believed in. And I think for me, this is what the capital markets are supposed to do: create pathways for everyday Zambians to build wealth. And I hope that it is replicated in some of the other sectors that present opportunities. We hear a lot about mining, energy, agriculture. We hope that this is certainly the template. And for me, over the past 24 hours, I've began telling our new shareholders that this is just the beginning of the story. I know some people have been around for a lot, but this is a new chapter. And, we're on the alternative markets because we are small. By every measure, we are small, but what we have is big ambitions and big dreams. And we have to be measured about how we talk about those dreams. But we do have big ambitions on where we go from here. And the beauty of the exchange for the new shareholders is that someone out there is admiring the position that they have, and they're saying that they want that. And the beauty of it is they now have to come onto the exchange to convince them, hopefully by paying more money than what they paid for, to say, what, I want to take your position in that journey that .com is on. And I think that's the beauty. So sell me your shares. That's the beauty of the secondary market. And I think we're about to test the full force of that over time. But when I look through the applications in the IPO, I think the ones that move me the most are the custodial accounts, parents investing for their children. And I think the youngest we saw was about 5 years old. That is powerful, because what that reminds me of is we've just been talking about 19 years, how we've been doing this for 19 years. Those custodial accounts, what they symbolize is what the next 19 years would look like, because that is what we are building. It's Zambians banding together to grow wealth, and that's the power of what we're proving today. Now, capital markets are often seen as a funding event, and that's certainly one outcome. But for us, especially being on the alternative exchange, the capital was incidental. The real transformation has been the credibility that we've earned, the trust that we've strengthened, and also the visibility that comes from stepping onto the public stage and meeting its demands when people are querying you. Let's see your governance, let's see your accounting, and being able to stand up and say, hey, we've got this, and this is our path. And just as important is also the over 500 shareholders that have come into our organization. Some companies may look at that as an administrative headache, not us. We're looking at that as strength. If you really think about it, 500 people now own us. That's 500 ambassadors that we have, 500 people that will go out there and make the claim that that company is my company, and they're going to do it proudly. So to the future companies, that will go public on the exchange after us. And I'm sure there will be more. Our advice is simple. Do not feel that you must do it the .com way, because to be quite honest, .com, the way they did it, not for the faint-hearted. But what we have done is we've shown you that a path does exist, and that is what matters. And I think to the regulators who are hosting us today, who walk the journey with us, my appeal is this. Let's take the lessons from this experience, the successes, where there are areas for improvement, and let's continue to refine the framework so that more Zambian companies can follow. Because when capital markets can only deepen when access becomes clearer and confidence continues to grow. And there was a part of my speech where I think I talked about the institutional investors. You did not participate this particular round. And I think my appeal is, we hope by us, the example we have set, the performance that we are going to give, the next company that comes to you and says, we are small, but we've got big ambitions, you will take notice to that. And that's what we ask, because the big institutional are our anchors. And you made us have to go the long way around, but we know we're going to be talking and we are going to do something as we go. But hopefully this changes how you look at small cap investments, as we call it. And to the new and existing and future shareholders, we are clear on our mandate. We are here to grow your value in the company. That means growing revenue, diversifying our products, strengthen profitability, having good governance, and making disciplined decisions as a public company. It also means being ready to responsibly access capital markets in the future when the right opportunity comes. That is our responsibility to all our shareholders. So now with the capital in place, the discipline of the market around us, and the belief of our shareholders, our 500 plus shareholders, I can say with confidence that we are ready for what comes next, and we are only just getting started. I mean, when you are small, the sky's the limit. And I think we're very excited about the next part of the journey. And really to conclude, this is really where I have to give my sincere thanks, really to Kukula Capital, and not just the team at Kukula, I think really with TUI. I mean, we've been through thick and thin the last 10 years. And I think for me, what stood out is I know personally, we really wanted to do the IPO. And people perhaps don't see this, and I've said it time and time again, if this was an exercise in raising money, there are 50 different ways we could have raised money. But I think the common goal that's shared is we wanted to do something that would be great, something that would make a difference, something people would look back on and say, you know what, they did something. And I thank you really for that. I thank you for the board, Mr. Chabs. I think all the work we've done together the last 10 years, because as much as people might look that it's me or he's smart, no, I'm only as good as the team behind me. A lot of the decisions was a group effort, and it's not just the board, but I think it extends down to the staff as well, that have been, actually I'll get to the staff later. Let me stay on point here. But obviously Kukula Capital officially, advisors and brokers, thank you for this, Jeremy and the team. And my appreciation to the team at the Lusaka Securities Exchange. It's been amazing. It's been amazing working with you. And I think more people need to come and sit down with you guys and really find out how this is. It's not as complex as everyone makes it sound to be. If you've got your governance in a row, that's the best starting point. You will guide them on the rest. Thank you for that. The Securities and Exchange Commission, they were the toughest. But I wrote a letter to the CEO at the Securities Exchange, and I think in my words to him is, you did put us through the ringer. But you know what? I'm proud, because the fact that we were able, you didn't lower the bar for us. We were able to meet your bar and exceed it. That's a testament to how ready we were, and I thank them for that. And so yourselves, the regulators, you were instrumental in making this possible. I'm equally grateful to Corpus, to CorpServe, to FNB, MJ Associates, HLB, because it was a team effort to get over the line. All of you were invaluable partners throughout the journey. I've thanked the board, and I do need to thank the staff. Some of them are here today across all functions. We're getting a lot of credit for how we've handled this, but behind the scenes, a lot of the heavy lifting was done by all of you. I'm just here looking good, sounding smart, and taking all the credit. I am a little smart, but it's a team. It's certainly a team effort. And most importantly, to the over 530 shareholders. I think people do not realize just how big of a deal what happened is. I think hopefully over time, maybe, the appreciation of what happened here will echo through the corridors, to do what we did without the traditional structures, but to have over 530 Zambians show up and said, we are ready to back you. That milestone, I think, belongs to them. So I think as we ring the bell, we're not just celebrating what we have accomplished. It's also a declaration that we are ready for what comes next. And I think with all of that, I know I rambled on my speech a little bit, but that's just how joyous I am. Now, if you had talked to me 2 weeks ago, the stress would have been palpable, but I think it's just my heartfelt appreciation for everything that has happened, and also just how optimistic we are about what is to come. And I thank everyone today for helping us mark this occasion and start the next frontier. So thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'll rise on the protocols already observed and also say protocols observed.
Is really a landmark for the LuSE. If you've noticed, someone mentioned recently today, people that are giving people bells. So it's been a good year for the LuSE, quite a number of milestones. We've rung the bell, I think, around 4 times this year. But this particular one is very special because we're literally ringing the bell as it should be rung. Literally opening the mouth. So, ladies and gentlemen, the backstory of the bell is basically that previously the bell would be rung every time that the market opened. And today we are ringing the bell for Dot Com shares on the LuSE. I will invite our managing director, our board chair, as well, the director of the board, to come and ring the bell with us. And I will do the honor of handing over the bell. And when we ring the bell, it basically signifies that we are ready to trade and that the market is open. So this time around, you will not see 20 listed companies on the LuSE. You will see 21 listed companies. I think that's a big deal. We can give another round of applause. We will ring the bell, and as we ring the bell, we will clap. So as long as the bell rings, let's clap. On the count of from 5 to 1, we can start at 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, once more, thank you everybody. I think that marks the end of our celebration today. And with that, I want to believe that we are officially listed on the market. We are officially trading.
Please, because I've got people calling me every hour. Where to go?
Where to go.